Okay, so what I have here is the first week of my Eccentric Block, day 1 of a 3-day split focusing on power development. This is just a nice little warm-up going on. I was really slow that day, so I thought I'd try to get my nervous system working a little faster. It's probably offline because I've been super sick, but no excuses. So anyways, this was my failed attempt at waking up my nervous system, as evident by the fact that I'm moving slow like molasses. If you're wondering why I decided to start these videos, it's because I was training with Teddy and he asked me some great questions about how I was setting up my training, and I realized sometimes I can't explain it fully, and while I really want to, school's been crazy, so until I can sit down and write it, I figured I might as well talk as I train and then fill in the pieces a little bit later. Okay, so here we have the first exercise of the day. I'm going to go 8 by 2, eccentric, 5-second eccentric, power squats. What's happening here is this is about 60% of my unwrapped max. I think it'd probably be a little easier if I hadn't been so sick, but no excuses. Anyways, the reason this is here on Power Day is as evident as you can see as I transition out of the bottom from that eccentric and kind of bringing my speed to 0 in the bottom and then reversing it, I'm very slow. So I really want to work on that, as well as work in maintaining really nice positioning, trying to not let that knee move over the toe and sit back. So I'll start out in my blocks with a eccentric block and just kind of think of it as triphasic. So then there'll be an isometric and then a concentric block. So that's what's going on here. In the past, I've done more like 8 sets of 5, week 1, and then 4, week 2, and week 3, with percentages of 40, 50, and 60. But this time I've moved to 8 sets of 2 at 60, then I'll go 1 at 65, and then 1 at 70. And the reason is, even though an eccentric increases the time under tension, I really don't want to put too much time under tension there, because I'm trying to reduce muscle mass gain because I still want to compete in my weight class. Okay, so then the next thing I do is I move into my eccentric power bench. I'm going to work with my feet up so that way I can really build on building power in my upper body. And I'm going to go 8 sets of 4. I'm going to do half of these with a close grip and half with a wide grip. The first half, as you see, is just a 5-second eccentric down, and then a tried to quick reversal, or an attempted to quick reversal, really focusing on pushing that weight. Again, my goal in my power phase, since I'm very bad at reversing weights, is to really focus on storing as much energy as I can in my muscles on the downward phase, and then transferring it as quickly as possible going up. Really trying to work on increasing my rate of force development. In the past, I've been working with dead variations on Power Day to really work on accelerating from 0 to the top of the lift. But right now, I've now moved into an eccentric block. So this is the second half, and what I did here was a 5-second eccentric, a 1-second isometric, and then a quick reversal on my chest and exploding up. As you can see, I actually struggle a little bit more with this, so that's why it's here, is because I'm not explosive. So not only do I want to learn how to move from 0 to a given point, but I also want to learn how to reverse strength and power and speed quickly. Okay, so now here is my last part. I moved into 6 sets of 2 with a 3-second eccentric deadlifts. Those are monster mini bands. And what the idea here was is I did 3 sets conventional, 3 sets sumo. This is actually my last set, and I'm really trying to maintain good positioning as I lower that weight, since my technique on sumos is terrible. Anyways, I'm getting a little rounded over, which is evident, but that's why this exercise is here. So hopefully next week it'll be better. Okay, so that's about the rundown of today. Assistance was pretty minimal.